Biden. I mean, he's a criminal. He's a criminal. What he's, his very first act, the very first day, was to cancel the Keystone XL pipeline. So the moment he cut that pipeline, I'm selling oil at $30 a barrel. The next day was $130 a barrel. So the good news is I'm getting extremely rich, but he's crushing the middle class. And by crushing the middle class, we come to a two-class society, rich and poor. And that's the basis of revolution. They're going to print so much of this, they're going to destroy the dollar. This is trash right now. The BRICS are going to do is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Saudi Arabia. Is 60% of the world's population will dump this. And that's why I say the three times crash. Number one is going to be stocks and bonds, because interest rates go up. It's going to wipe out these guys, my generation, with 401ks, the worst thing you can ever do. It's just terrible what they're doing. And then the second is real estate. So the homeowner, my generation, they bought their home and they said they bought it at $1 million. And they're upside down in the debt to equity structure and financing. And the third is this thing. I just cannot believe.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and salutation of the Akim, pushing out the word in truth and sincerity of the hopeful elect around the globe. That was the author, his name escapes me, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, all right, financial guru, so to speak, all right, and he's just talking about, how these other nations, the BRICS nations, dumping the so-called petrodollar is going to have an effect, all right, the dollar bill becoming useless, all leading to the CBDC, the central bank digital currency, okay, which we've been saying that this is how we're going to buy and sell, all right. They're going to crash the stocks and bonds first, then real estate, then cash ultimately, all right? And we know that these are all prophetic things that have to happen for the downfall of Babylon the Great, all right? And Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, the third verse says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, all right? Let's go into that word for keepers. From the Hebrew word shamar, means to keep guard, observe, give heed, to give heed, have charge of, to keep guard, keep watch, to watch for, wait for, to watch, all right? So the keepers of the house, all right, are these damn devils, these other nations. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, all right? Right now, this is their house. All right, their house is burning, is falling. Their kingdom is falling. Okay, they're keeping guard, but it's all coming down. And the weak are saying, "I am strong," like it says in Joel. These other weaker nations are now not in fear of big bad bullying America. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves. All right, because these people have been uncontested. All right. This is why the scriptures call it the virgin daughter of Babylon. This place hasn't been fucked, all right? It hasn't been destroyed. Salakia, part of my Middle Eastern Hebrew, okay? Just be careful with these damn devils out here telling you it's anything else other than this kingdom falling. Because that's exactly what it is. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble and the strong men shall bow themselves. Why are they bowing? Because it's time that they're going to have to submit to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and the powers. All right? And it is the Lord's will for this place to fall. Okay? Because it's a wicked kingdom built on wickedness and sodomy and deception and vanity and adultery, idolatry, and all the things that the Lord hates. Okay, so these strong men, they're gonna bow themselves, and the grinders shall cease. All the work, all right, is gonna cease, especially once this dollar crash, once this economy completely collapse, all right, and this devil fully reveals his cards, and it's too late for everyone. They're just caught with their pants down, so to speak. All right, when they wake up and their dollar is worth nothing. Okay, and themselves and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Okay? So the reason that the doors are going to be shut in the streets, all right, and that mirth and the partying and that spirit of mirth and hanging out and fun and happy-go-lucky, that's going to reach a grim end when this place collapses. All right? And let's get, since we quoted it, weak say strong. Joel 3:10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. So all these weaker nations, all right, whether it be Brazil, India, China, you know, they were all humbled by big bad America. But now that they also have the bomb, the iron weapon, as it is written, okay, they have no reason to fear. Okay? Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which means Yahweh Shaphat, which means the valley of decision, okay? Where the Most High is going to judge. It says Yahweh has judged. That's what Yahweh Shaphat means. Yahweh has judged. All right, so that's where he's going to bring the multitudes of these heathens, all right, and kill two birds with one stone, so to speak, having them all destroy themselves out there in the so-called Middle East, in the Valley of Decision, okay? And he's going to put a great stamp on the fact that he's not to be played with, the Almighty Heavenly Father, by bringing down these devils. Verse 13, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. All right? So that's exactly what's going down. Their wickedness is great. The fats overflow. Okay? And that's why the scriptures say, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. All right? The wickedness of Babylon the Great, or the things that we mentioned, the sodomy, the adultery, the scumbagness, the cutthroatness, stealing a man, the fact is built on rape, robbery, and murder. Okay? Deception, lies. Okay? It's going to reap what it has sown. All right? And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the times that are happening of Babylon the Great's downfall. All right, the slow progressive downfall that is going to become quicker and quicker once it starts snowballing, and the snowball effects of stocks dropping, bonds dropping, all these, the so-called real estate, the cash follow. By that time, people are going to completely lose their shit. And that's why the scriptures in Revelation, the 13th chapter, says that he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. That's when he's going to bring in his MOTB, which we know is spearheaded by that C-hip, okay? And that's when he's going to be able to implement his NWO and cause all to take that brand if they want to continue with society. And when he gets you at a desperate state, it's easy to get you to comply, all right? It's called, there's a medical term as well called seesaw of emotions. That when you have people going from up, down, fear, happiness, manic, depressant, up, down, left, right, they don't know which way is up no more. They'll be a lot easier to comply because of their state of fear and the state of panic, and having them in that frantic state of being that they just want peace and resolve. So if you tell them that the resolve is A, B, and C at that point, they'll die and line up for A, B, and C because they've been searching for answers, and now you're providing one. And that's what this devil has planned to do. Beware the charagma, beware the MOTB, all right, the RFID C-hip, all right, and watch as well as pray and cleave unto the Lord, because we are in these prophetic times. All right, so with that, I pray brothers and a few sisters was edified. Till next time, shalom. All honor, love, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rekakwadash. Shalom.